Hi guys, welcome to my channel, welcome back to my channel, Sweet.t.reads, and this is going to be a little bit of a haphazard video. I already tried filming it once and I've just been like, it's not working out well, so hopefully this one turns out okay. If there's a buzzing noise or a weird annoying noise in the background, I apologize. I have a fan on for my dog and I'm hoping the lighting's okay. I'm using my new phone, which is the iPhone 13. I used to film on an iPhone 8. So I am not used to this amazing quality, and in the past few videos I've done, I've been really blown out and like color wise, and the color has been off. So I tweaked a few things. I'm trying that. Hopefully it works. If it's dark, if it's weird colored, if it's too bright, I'm sorry. I apologize. When I'm looking at the screen like this, it looks fine, but when I put it on the computer for some reason, it warps it. I don't know. I have a PC. Maybe they just don't read each other very well. It's never been an issue in the past, but who knows? It's Apple. They could be like, you have to buy an Apple computer to use an Apple iPhone. I don't know. This video is going to be just a kind of a casual, laid-back video. I don't really have a whole lot to say. I don't know if I will be able to keep up with a once-a-week schedule like I had planned. I already know that I'm at least 2 weeks behind since posting my last video, which I'm not happy about. I have footage, I just haven't had time to get it edited yet, and I'm just like, oh man, it's frustrating. The hope is that from here on out, at least once a week to the end of the year, that I will have at least one video a week. It is already December 7th, so yikes. Christmas is coming up really fast. The end of the year is coming up really fast. November just flew by like nothing. Hopefully I can get some stuff done and like get videos out to you guys, because I really want to keep making videos. It's just been crazy times. So yeah, this video is going to come out and like hopefully very soon. I am hopefully going to be getting this out within the next day or two, and then again, like I said, I'm hoping for like a video a week, maybe more. That's the goal, would be 2 videos a week, but I don't know if I can swing that. We're just gonna have to see. I will be pretty busy towards the end of the month. I'm going to pick up my boyfriend, so it's going to be a little hectic. I'm not going to be able to do any filming during that time. We live, from his house to my house is 438 miles, so just kind of, you know, factor that in. So yeah, I'm going to pick him up, and so of course I won't be filming or anything during that time. And then when he's here, we have a lot of stuff going on as far as the holiday, Christmas things are happening. So I don't know how much realistically I'm gonna get out to you guys, but I will do my best. And because of all that, I don't know how much realistically I'm going to be able to read. I would like to read, you know, quite a few books this month, but it's just, I don't know if that's even possible. You know, just between dealing with all of the holiday stuff, traveling for a few days, and then also I've been dealing with some pretty severe grief. My grandpa passed away in July. Yeah, end of July. And that has been very hard on me. We were pretty close and he was a big part of my family, so it's been rough missing him, and you know, obviously this will be the first Christmas without him, so it's gonna be hard. And my grandma, his wife, has Alzheimer's, and so that's hard. And she also has cancer, so you know, we don't know how much time we have left with her. So we're trying to spend as much time as possible in quality time, you know, because we don't know. You know, life is life. And, you know, spending time with my family is a bit more important to me than making videos. So that comes first. But I do really like doing this. I love making videos. I love watching videos. I love reading, being a part of the community. It is a very much a de-stressor and a way for me to unwind from everything that's going on. So we'll see how much I can do. But if you're here, if you're watching this, thank you so much for just watching my videos. Please subscribe if you haven't already. If you are a subscriber, thank you so much. You guys really means a lot to me, especially with, you know, everything I've been dealing with lately, been struggling. It's just really cool to be able to come on here and have a community of fellow readers and just talk books. It's really great. It's really cathartic. Is that how you pronounce it? I don't know. Anyways, let's get into the point of this video. So as the title says, this is my December TBR. This really doesn't have much of a cohesion or anything. It's like just random book, but I'm kind of, so I have a couple series that I started this year that I want to try and finish. Actually, two. I have two trilogies that I started this year that I really want to finish by the end of the year, so I can say that I read them all in 2021, which would be really nice to be able to do that. I have a book that I started at the beginning of the year that just never finished, and you know, I need to finish that. I saw like soft DNF it basically, and I need to I want to finish it. I have less than 50% of the book to go, so I'm like, I just need to freaking read the book and finish it so that I can say that, like, yes, I read that in 2021 and it didn't take me over a year to read the book because it's not that big. And then I also have another series that I'm finishing up. I'm actually listening to the audiobook currently, and I am like 63% done, so that'll be finished within the next day or two. And then I just also have a couple other books that I want to read, because my goal every year for Goodreads reading goal is to read 100 books a year. I can hit that easily, but unfortunately the past couple of years have been pretty crazy with health and family stuff, so I haven't made it. I'm currently at 63 books. And I know I'm not going to make 100. That's just insane. There's no way I'm going to be able to do that. But I am trying to read as much as possible. I do have a couple graphic novels that I'm going to read because they're quick, they're easy, they're fun, and it counts towards the goals. So the closer I can get, the happier I will be. So the first series that I started this year and that I want to finish this year is Mistborn. Mistborn Era 1. I've read the first 2 books already, and I am just waiting on book number 3, which is Hero of Ages, I think. I think it goes Mistborn, Well of Ascension, Hero of Ages. And I've read the first 2, and I'm currently waiting for the third one from my library. I read them on audiobook, and I'm waiting for it to come available. And I'm just like, please become available this month, and not only this month, but like within enough time that I can, you know, like read it fully, because they're really long. I mean, the audiobooks are like 17 hours long or something like that, because they're huge books. So I'm like, please become available soon enough that I have the time to like dedicate to listening to this book. Even though I do listen to it on like ×2 speed, it's still long freaking book. So I'm really hoping that I can get this done by the end of the year, so I can say that I read the Mistborn trilogy in the year 2021. That is the goal. And this, for those of you who don't know what Mistborn is about, I know probably a lot of you do, but if you don't, it is a sci-fi, it's fantasy. It's a fantasy series by Brandon Sanderson, who is a very well-loved author on Booktube, very well-loved author in general, I believe. He's a very popular author. And it's an adult fantasy series that's kind of, I guess you could say, Middle Ages-esque, but like on a different world with magic. But kind of, I would say, like the time period, the way they do things is kind of middle-agey, I guess. And it involves magic, and you have these allomancers who can ingest metals, and the different metal you can ingest, each metal means you have a different ability. There's like all these different things that you can do, like hear really well, you can just do all these things depending on which metal you ingest. And there are the Mistborn, which can ingest all the metals and use all the power. So this basically is a series about like, what if the bad guy won? And it's thousands of years later, and the Lord Ruler is still in control, like he's immortal. And it's about a group of oppressed people called the Ska, who are basically rising up against him to try and take him out of power and be like, we're done being trampled upon and we're done being your slaves, so we want to, you know, take back ruling for ourselves. And it goes from there, so it's a lot of political intrigue. I don't know, I just really like the books. So anyways, I'm excited for book number 3. I have no idea how it's going to end, because I've been pretty good about staying away from spoilers for this series and for this book, so I absolutely have no idea what direction this is going to take. But I'm excited to see where it goes. So there's that. I need to read that one. The next series that I started, actually I like literally just read the first book, just finished it today actually. That's the Illuminae Files. So I read Illuminae today. Well, I finished it today. I've been reading it over the past few days. I've been reading this physically and on audio, like combined, because this is a mixed media. This is a young adult sci-fi novel, basically about 2 kids who are like teenagers who literally, like when the book starts, they break up and their world is attacked and they have to seek refuge on another ship, and they end up being separated, so they're each on different ships and they're kind of communicating back and forth to each other, and you have like ship logs, and there's this crazy AI that runs the main ship, and stuff starts happening. There's like a virus that breaks out, craziness, just all this craziness going on. And this whole thing is told in like dossiers of like found footage and found files. And so you have like transcripts of things, you have, you know, it's written in different ways that really kind of sets the mood. You have like ship schematics, all this stuff. It's really good, and I really love reading mixed media books like this with the audiobook, because I feel like you get the best experience. Because when the audiobook, at least these audiobooks, are like full cast, sound effects, the whole thing, and when you're reading, I feel like you there's a couple things, you know, in here that they don't necessarily include in the audiobook, like the schematics of the ship, because how would you really include that? I really did enjoy this. I gave this a 5-star. I thought it was a really, really good book. It's the first book I've read by either of these authors, so that's hoping that I can continue with success, and I do want to finish this series, you know, this month. So the next one is Gemini, that's book 2, and then book 3, Obsidio. I don't really know anything about Obsidio. Gemini is supposed to take place, I think, at the same time, but like somewhere else, so you're following different characters. And the characters from the first book, I think, make cameos maybe, or they do tie into this book, but like at a later on. But this is also mixed media. It's got like artwork, it's got text files, audio files, all sorts of stuff. Really, really cool. I don't know, I really enjoyed the first one, so I'm hoping that it continues. I have heard that there are people who really don't like the third book and how it ends, so we're gonna see where it goes. Yeah, I plan on listening to the audiobook while reading the books physically at the same time to kind of get the full experience and the full immersion into the world. So I'm really hoping that I can get that finished so that I can check that off my list of saying I read the Illuminae Files in 2021. And I will be a very happy camper. The next book is a book that it's a sequel, or it's the second, I guess, in a trilogy. I started it at the beginning of the year, and for whatever reason, I put it down and never picked it back up. Nothing wrong with the book itself, I just never picked it back up. Hereafter by Kate Bryan, and this is book 2 in the Shadowlands trilogy. So Shadowlands is my little sister's favorite book series of all time. Or Shadowlands is her favorite book, and so it's her favorite series of all time. I know she didn't like how it ended, but she's been pestering me for years to read these books because she wants to talk to me about it. So I literally have that much to go. Like, you can see where I am. This is how much more I have left to read. So it's kind of silly that I haven't read it yet, you know, but whatever, it is what it is. I would like to finish it so that I can, you know, not have to carry this book over into the new year, especially since I started it in like freaking January of this year, and like, dude, just it'll take me like an evening to finish it, so just finish it. But Shadowlands is about a girl who escapes a serial killer, and he is not happy with the fact that she escapes him. So her and her family have to go into witness protection because, well, he's after them. And they get sent to this mysterious island where everything seems to be perfect. Everybody is like happy, and there's just like weird stuff going on. They have no communication with the outside. They can't get a hold of like the FBI or anything, who are supposed to be their handlers. It's just all this craziness is happening. You start to wonder, like, is there paranormal involved or not in this? Because weird things start happening. And people start disappearing, and like nobody can remember them but the main character, Rory. She's like, wait, what happened to this person? People are like, what are you talking about? They never existed. So crazy things. And she thinks that the serial killer has followed her here and found her and is like taunting her. So it's pretty good. I like it so far. Like I said, there was no reason for me to put it down. I just wanted to read something else. Never picked this one back up. So I'm gonna try and finish this one this month just to get it done with and over with, and then I'll pick up book 3 in January. And then, like I said, there's a couple graphic novels I want to read just to kind of help chip away at that 100 book number. I know I'm not going to get there, not going to stress too much about it, but I have a couple graphic novels from the library. I might as well read them and be able to count them towards my yearly books read. So the first graphic novel that I have is Isle of Dogs this is based off of the movie, which I didn't even know there was a movie, Isle of Dogs, never seen it, by Wes Anderson, and it is kind of adapted by, y'all, I'm not even gonna pretend that I can pronounce that, is I believe Japanese. Manga is Japanese, I think, right? Please correct me nicely in the comments if I'm wrong. I don't read manga. I've read maybe one or two in my life. I can't even freaking say like English names correctly. There's no way I'm going to be able to pronounce an Asian name without totally just butchering it. So I do apologize. I'm sorry. That author is, I guess, a cult. It says he is, or they are a cult manga icon. So I don't know. I guess, like I said, I don't read manga or manga. I don't know why I'm saying it weird. But this is pretty interesting art style. Like, it seems like it's not going to be very dense or very difficult to read. It's about a boy and his dog on Trash Island. So again, I don't know anything. I've never seen the movie. I don't know what it's about. All I saw was like, it's a dog book and it's at the library, and I decided to pick it up. So there's that. I'll let you know when I wrap up how I feel. I literally have no idea what to think about it. So then after that, the last graphic novel that I have to read, or that I would like to read in December, it is H.P. Lovecraft Haunt of Horror, and this is by Richard Corbin. So it's basically just a H.P. Lovecraft story. It's just a random little horror manga, or see, now I'm going to call everything. It's a graphic novel. It's not a manga. It's a graphic novel. I don't know if it's an adaptation of one of his books, or if it's just, yeah, I guess it is one of his stories. So there's that. We'll see how this graphic novel turns out. I don't know, did I show you the artwork? I don't know. I can't remember. But what's that? So yeah, horror in December, because why not? Like I said, totally random, no really rhyme or reason to it other than I just want to get books read. Finish a couple series, finish the book, just get some more on my list to check off to get as close as I can to that 100-book goal. I might end up reading other things. I don't know. It really depends on how this pile goes. Really, I should be able to read the graphic novels and this one. I could probably read all three of these in one day and get that, get that out of the way. As far as Mistborn's gonna, my word. Hero of Ages is going to take a while because it's a very long audiobook. That one's probably going to take me the longest. And then reading Gemini and Obsidio is going to take a while just because I am physically reading as well as reading the audiobook. And so when I'm traveling, it's going to be difficult to do that. So those might take me a while, but I'm going to do my best to get those done and be able to make some videos for you guys. If this is like the only video that you see before the New Year's, I'm really, really sorry. There should be at least one more, but I'm really, really sorry. Oh, I totally forgot. I have a secret TBR going. I forgot because I haven't been reading these books. Oh, so I do have 4 other books that I like to read. Obviously, I'm not going to tell you about them because it's secret TBR, but I'm just going to say this now. That's going to be rolled over into January. It's going to be January or February before I get that video up because I am not going to stress myself out any more than I need to be during this holiday season. And just, if I read the books, I read them. If I don't, I don't. I can push it into January, push it into February, and I'm going to be okay with that. So I do have those 4 books still to read, but you will hear about them later. So that's a good reason to subscribe to my channel if you have not already, so that when that video comes up, you will be able to see it. Hey guys, it's editing me here, obviously. So I was silly and I forgot 2 books that I'm reading. One of them is Capturing the Devil, the 4th book in the Stalking Jack the Ripper series. I just finished that today. Really good. So I finished out that series. I'm really happy about that. But that was one that I forgot to add in here that I mentioned in the beginning. And the other one is the 3rd book in the Shadow of the Fox series by Julie Kagawa. Oh, and Capturing the Devil is by Carrie Manistelko. Can't remember the name of it. I'll put it up on the screen, but it's the 3rd book in the series. I'm like 60% through. I was listening to it on audiobook and I had to return it to the library and I never picked it back up. So I gotta get that read by the end of the month too, so I can get that finished out. That's the other series I was talking about that I started too. One this year, one was the Illuminae Files and one was Shadow of the Fox. So if I can get that read, all will be well. Back to the video. I have a feeling this is going to be a pain in the butt to edit because I've kind of been all over the place in this video. But thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully I will see more of you this year, even though it's almost over. And I am really looking forward to the new year, starting afresh, getting a schedule down and getting going with my Booktube videos. I'm really excited for that. So I guess I will just talk to you all in my next video. I hope you guys have a great holiday season. I hope you're having a great end of the year, and I will see you when I see you. Bye, guys.